Yes, hello learners, hope you're okay. In the previous lesson, in our first presentation, we were looking at materials. We looked at materials being broadly classified into two, that is the natural materials and then the synthetic materials. However, we have under those broad categories, we had the different types of materials. We included the glass, the ceramics, the concrete, the fiber, the plastics, and so many others. So we go ahead and classify the materials into those that shatter easily. Shattering means breaking easily, and those that don't shatter easily. We are going to first look at those materials that shatter easily, that is glass, ceramics, and then concrete. I'll begin with glass. Glass is a hard substance which may be transparent or translucent and brittle, meaning that if I exert a force, it can break. What is the structure of glass? Glass is a non-crystalline solid, and the molecules in them are not arranged in any particular pattern. So we cannot describe the pattern of glass. It is irregular. How is glass made? It is made by heating limestone, and another name for limestone is calcium carbonate, with the sodium carbonate and sand in a furnace. Another name for sand is silicon dioxide. Those three compounds will melt together and run at the bottom of the furnace as a clear liquid. Below is a diagram to show how glass is made. We mix sand, which is silicon dioxide, together with sodium carbonate and calcium carbonate. However, if you have any wasted glass and you feel it is worth recycling, as you are mixing those three components, you can also add the wasted glass to be recycled. So you heat in a furnace, and you can see at the bottom of the furnace, a clear liquid will run out, which will be obtained as a sheet of material. So the shape that you want is the one that you'll be able to get at the end of it all. However, if you want to change the color of the glass, you can add a metal oxide. For example, you'll find that some of the buildings have tinted glasses, some of the cars have tinted glasses. Simply as you are adding the sodium carbonate, the calcium carbonate, and the sand, you can also add a metal oxide so that at the end of the day you can be able to obtain tinted glass. What are the properties of glass and how are they related to their uses? One of them is that glass is hard. That's why it is used in public places. That's why you can put glass in as a window frame, as part of the frame in the window. Then it's brittle, therefore can be made into different shapes. You can see on market we have different shapes of glasses. It depends on your choice. Then it is transparent, therefore used to make windows for easy vision. Even if I want to take juice and I feel I want to see the color of the juice, I can decide to use glass. Then it is heat resistant, therefore can be put on buildings for cooling purposes. I think you can see now most buildings in town, almost 3/4 are made of glass. Then chemical resistant, that's why it's put on drug shops. Now as you move around most of the drug shops, you'll find that they put glass just because the glass will not react with the medicine. And also some medicines are stored in glass bottles because glass will not react with that medicine. Then also the color and shape barriers, therefore used for insulation. Uses of glass, as we've already seen the properties, that means that we can be able to tally them with their uses. So we can, since it is hard, it can be used for packaging. For example, bottles of soda, the sodas that you take, Pepsi, Mirinda, Mountain Dew, most of them are packed in glass, though we are changing the trend to plastic. Then we also have the flacon for cosmetics and pharmaceuticals. Then glass can be used to make tableware, for example, drinking glasses, plates, cups, and then bowls. Glass is used in housing and building construction. This one I've already elaborated about it. Then used for architecture purposes in construction of walls and skylights. I've also talked about it. The buildings that we see these days in Kampala are actually 3/4 are made up of glass to bring out an extra beauty. Yes, a simple question which you will think about. Compare liquids. Take an example of water and also glass in terms of molecules, and then comment about that too. I'm also going to look at another material that shatters easily, that is ceramics. And what are ceramics? These are materials made by humans. They are shaped out of clay and then hardened by heat. They are shaped out of clay and then hardened by heat. How are they formed? They are usually made from clay, and clay contains aluminum oxide and silicon dioxide. We also mix the clay with water. After molding the shape that you are interested in, then to make it extra hard, that's why we need to heat it. So that is how the ceramics are made. What are some of the properties of clay? Why is it possible to make different materials out of clay? One, it can easily be molded when wet. Two, its plasticity is also very important. Three, when clay is heated, it becomes permanently hard. Four, ability to vitrify is also very important. Then when clay dries, it becomes hard. And in addition to that, when clay is fired, the molecules in the clay react with each other to form a hard giant structure. Uses of clay: used for making pottery for decoration, used to make construction products, for example, bricks, walls, and then floor tiles. Then when clay is mixed with different minerals, it can produce stoneware and porcelain. Some of the ceramics products, as you can see, can you add to those ones that you already have at home? We can see the cups, we can see a pot, we can see the tiles made out of clay, we can see flower vessels, very beautiful. They are also made out of clay. They are made out of clay, therefore they are ceramic products. So think about it. Why does clay become hard after heating? Why does clay become hard after heating? Nice time. Thank you.